Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Behind the Screen. How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody. Hope you've all been well. See everybody. I'm gonna turn on some music. We're gonna get right into this. All right. I need to turn this down a little bit. I've added some new music for kind of the situation that the players are in right now. Session 12. We've been moving right along. Can I name this episode The Search for Answers? We'll see if that changes. But let's get our to-do list going. The first thing I want to do is go over Halifax, who is our Alhoon that we met last episode. If you missed last episode, I highly recommend going and checking it out. It's probably one of the best episodes I think we've had. Pretty exciting. Some really cool roleplay moments and whatnot happened. So go over Halifax, dive into backstory, reason for stuff like that. Gloss over the crypt encounter that we did a few weeks ago now. I want to go over that. I want to dive into the Great Old Ones a bit. I think that'll come up a little bit tonight, or not tonight, on Thursday. What we also want to do is with Halifax I feel like will be kind of integral to the story, hopefully, with him having a lot of answers for the players. And maybe he can give them some reasons to kind of continue on this journey or question what they're doing, and things like that. Present the bigger arc players. I think that would be interesting. So we'll dive into the Great Old Ones. We also need to prep a few more encounters for the dungeon, assuming the players go to the dungeon. So that's going to be our kind of start for the time being. So we're gonna look at Halifax a bit. So Halifax is an Alhoon, like we talked about, last session and the last behind the screen. What I want to kind of go over is where he's from, what he's doing, and what he's, things like that. So this is not actually, that's fine. We're gonna go to D&D Beyond and read about Alhoons a bit, just so we can have a better understanding of them. So, mind flayers that pursue arcane magic are exiled as deviants. Here for spoilers, just in time. Hello, Justin. And for them, no eternal communion with the Elder Brain is possible. The road to Lichdom offers a way to escape the permanency of death, but that path is long and solitary. Alhoons are mind flayers that use a shortcut. Elder Brains forbid mind flayers from pursuing magic power aside from psionics, but it isn't an interdiction they must often enforce. Illithid's brook no masters, but members of their own kind, so it isn't in their nature to bow to any god or otherworldly patron. However, wizardry remains a rare temptation. In the pages of a spell book, an Illithid sees a system to acquire authority. Though the writings of the wizards who penned it, the Illithid perceives the workings of a highly intelligent mind. Most mind flayers who find a spellbook react with abhorrence or indifference, but for some, a spellbook is a gateway to a new way of thinking. This is exactly what happened to Halifax. For a time, the study of such forbidden texts can be hidden from other illithids and even from an elder brain. Understanding wizardry eludes the mind like a living thing, yet eventually understanding comes, and a mind flayer arcanist must accept itself as a deviant and flee the colony if it is to live. So this is exactly, you know, like I said, what Halifax dealt with. He came across a spell book by a wizard, from a wizard by the name of Halifax, or he came across the wizard Halifax, I dare say, or like, you know, not that he was at the height of his power, but maybe he was dying or something like that. And this is how he came across the spell book that he has, one of the 2 chained tomes that he has. Arcanist deviants that taste freedom from the colony react in a variety of ways. Some prize their privacy, others seek to commune with similar minds, and still others seek to dominate a colony, elevating themselves to the position of leadership normally held by an elder brain. Regardless of the arcanist's personal inclinations, it faces the same stark fact. When it dies, it will not join the host of minds in the elder brain. Deviant minds are never accepted as part of the collective, for it, death means oblivion. Lichdom offers salvation and the prospect of being able to pursue knowledge indefinitely. Having feasted on the minds of people when alive, a mind flayer has no compunction about feeding souls to a phylactery. The only hindrance to a mind flayer becoming a lich is the means, which is a secret some mind flayer arcanists stop at nothing to discover. Yet Lichdom requires an arcane spellcaster to be at the apex of power, something many mind flayers find is far from their grasp. Confronting this awful reality, a group of 9 mind flayer deviants used their arcane magic and psionics to weave a new truth. These 9 called themselves the Alhoon, and ever afterward, all those who follow in their footsteps have been referred by the same name. A lot about these guys. Alhoons can cooperate in creation of a rapt of mind trapping, a fist-sized container made of silver, emerald, and amethyst. The process requires at least 3 mind flayer arcanists and the sacrifice of an equal number of souls from living victims in a 3-day-long ritual of spellcasting and psionic communion. Upon completion, free-willed undeath is conferred on the mind flayers, turning them into Alhoons. Initially, an Alhoon can be difficult to distinguish from a normal mind flayer. The most obvious difference is the lack of the mind flayer's ever-present mucus coating. Without that protection, an Alhoon's skin becomes dry and cracked. Its eyes might appear shriveled and sunken. But of these clues, both of these clues are easily missed by someone who hasn't seen a mind flayer. However, in short order, an Alhoon's flesh withers away, and its eye sockets gleam with cold pinpricks of light like other liches. Unlike true lichdom, the Parapt of mind trapping doesn't restore the Alhoons to undeath if they are destroyed. Instead, a destroyed Alhoon's mind is transferred to the Parapt, where it remains in communion with the other trapped Alhoon's minds, as well as the souls of those who sacrificed. The undead conferred by a Parapt of mind trapping lasts only so long as the life of the living victim selected. Thus, an Alhoon who brought a 200-year-old elf to be sacrificed looks forward to a much longer existence than one that sacrifices a 35-year-old person. Alhoons can extend their existence by repeating the ritual with new victims, effectively resetting the clocks for themselves. Destruction of a Parapt of mind trapping co-signs those trapped within it to oblivion. And thus, Alhoons often work together to create elaborate protections about the Parapt and their preferred ritual state. Sometimes a single Alhoon is entrusted with the Parapt of mind trapping, but this is a dangerous proposition. Anyone who holds the Parapt of mind trapping gains advantage on attacks, saves, and checks against the Alhoons associated with its creation. And those Alhoons in turn suffer disadvantage on attacks, saves, and checks against the holder. In addition, the holder of the Parapt can telepathically communicate with any sacrificed soul trapped within. And Alhoons with the Parapt can speak telepathically with the holder. Creature carrying the Parapt can't prevent communication from Alhoons, but can silence trapped souls. So there's our information about Alhoons. Let me read this really quick. Oh, this is like much more intense that we're not going to get into. So the thing that's interesting to me is that it takes 3 Alhoons to do this. To create the Parapt and all that business. My thought is is that Halifax doesn't have 2 other mind flayers to do this. He's trying to do it himself, which is very difficult, and he is dying. Maybe he's come across some ways to do it, which, you know, we've kind of addressed already, which is, you know, the Kyrogen are bringing their dead, maybe sometimes living people, albeit rarely, that he can feed off of to keep himself alive and continue his studies, which presents an interesting sort of proposition for now that the players are here, because there are 4 very healthy, well-to-do creatures for the Alhoun to trap, essentially. Let's see. So I like the idea that maybe he's actually come, like, we don't have to stick to the lore, obviously, exactly. So we can kind of bend it to a little bit to what we want to make it work. Let's see. So Halifax is in the process of creating a preemptive mind trapping. Though the process is long and arduous, without any other Alhoun's. Players present an opportunity for Halifax to trap their souls. Then, which brings me to an interesting point. He actually wouldn't be able to do that to Wisp, because Wisp technically does not have a soul. So, I actually need to message. We'll reach out to Ray and see what she says about that. So this is an interesting idea for that, really. I don't want that. Halifax is all right. Font of knowledge. So Halifax is a font of knowledge of information. He understands and fears the great old ones, not speaking their names, but desiring the power they have. He witnessed fully. He witnessed the fall of Vedranis. Trying trying to think of how much information he knows, because again, you know, I want there to be a bit of a mystery. But maybe 12 episodes in might not be a terrible time to reveal some of that information. This is just something coming up on the fly a bit. He's working with Karina to an extent. He will hide her secret for being alive. As long as it benefits himself. Party may present an opportunity if they reveal information about the warp stone. Halifax does not know Karina as one. So essentially, this could be, you know, kind of an interesting take, because in one, I think inevitably, like most, you know, stories of mind flayers, they're in it for their own personal gain. They're in for everything for their own personal gain, especially in Alhoon. Halifax is very knowledgeable about many things. He knows a lot about Great Old Ones, so if the party, you know, questions him on that, he can be a wealth of information for them regarding the Great Old Ones. He knows the location of the Pit of the Primordial, which is something we have not even talked about yet. And then he also wants a warp stone of his own. So my thoughts are, there could be like 3 ways that this encounter, I guess, this encounter could go with Halifax. 1, the party reveals nothing about the warp stone. In that case, he keeps his word to Karina and will lure them to the I'm gonna actually bring Halifax all the way up here. If they don't reveal the information about the warp stone, he will lure them to the crypts where Karina's sarcophagus is, where she's not actually there, and there's the blight trap and things like that, and then that whole encounter, which I want to look at, see if there is a proactive mind trapping item that he might be able to use, because he would try to take the souls of the party. I don't want them to fight him because they're not strong enough, not even close. So if we go to Alhoon, it's a CR 10. If it's just him, they might be able to, but more than likely not. It's going to be pretty difficult. The other idea is, or the other thought is, they do reveal the information of what they're seeking, which he will question. He's a questioning type of lad. And if they reveal that they're looking for a warp stone that supposedly Karina has. He will help. Be interesting. But once he will help them get to it, but at the very end, he's gonna try to take it for himself and trap, you know, the party's souls or whatever. It is soul, right? It's not mind, or is it mind? Souls from living victims. Okay, so I wonder. See what there is. Is there anything here? I'll just search this. See if there's anything. This. I think there's a beast, but. Oh, okay. I think what he'd have to do is essentially kill them, but hold their soul before it gets to somewhere else. It'll be more an RP. I don't think I need to technically create a mechanic around it at the moment. Yeah, there's that. What we need to do is I need to go back to. Another thing is Halifax also has the plague. Another bargaining chip for the players. If they're like, hey, like we need this to cure the plague, he would also want that because also he technically does need it. Halifax is an Alhoon. Sure. Halifax Horn of Gold. Is seeking Halifax Horn of Gold is buried in the crypt in the mausoleum. Buried in the mausoleum, and if the party searches hard enough, may find it. We can even put it somewhere in the dungeon. Drag these out like this. Where would he keep also has the wrapped mind trapping hidden some mausoleum. Cool. Trying to think of Trying to think what he would do in this instance, because I don't want him to go straight down there. I want them to have the opportunity to ask questions, whether that is maybe on the way down to the crypts where Irina's sarcophagus is, or, you know, let the players... I don't think he would let the players out of this site, though. He'd always kind of be keeping an eye on them. Oh, that's why it's horror, not mausoleum. That's why. There we go. Give reasons for the party to doubt Halifax. Want to get away and investigate, but not enough that they can't. But none of our... Let's see, how would I word this? Give reasons for the party to doubt Halifax, but reasons to keep him around and alive. Essentially give the party a reason not to just try to fuck him up, because he'll probably fuck them up, to be perfectly honest. Hint at the tomes, great old ones, etc. Halifax, slow and patient. Takes his time doing everything. Cool. So we'll just kind of see what happens. I'm sure that the party's gonna ask him 1,000,000,001 questions just because. I'm really interested to see what they would be able to do. He can just cast a lot of stuff. I feel like he'd be more defensive, though. The only reason he would, obviously, he's not going to outwardly attack the players, but, like, there might be, you know... He's going to trap them in the, Halifax is going to trap them in the mausoleum. He doesn't want them to leave because, again, they're a meal and they're a key to getting him to, you know, trap their souls or whatnot. Wonder if we could do something with Calder with that. Because he's the weak one. Or maybe he stays away from Calder. Maybe he fears Calder. Because Calder is very close to, obviously, his patron, which is a great old one. Very wary of Calder because of his ties to Edderthan. Cool. Okay. Sweet. So the bigger arc. Bigger arc. I'm trying to decide how much information to give. I wonder if now's the right time. I think we still leave. leave it up to the RP, leave it up to interpretation to maybe decide that, but hint heavily at the give them an extra extra hint, which I think would be the pit of the primordial. Cool. Okay, so we have... God, can I not actually open that? Let me see if I find it over here real quick. It's gonna be a bummer. There we go. So this is our dungeon. Which there should be a lot of just like dead shit in here, yeah. Do I have this on here? Do I have that map? I'm wondering if I should add this. If I downloaded the player map. I think I might have. Not sure. We might have to create another one. Because essentially I want there to be more crypts. And then it gets down into more dungeony levels. But I don't want it to be that big. Not what I wanted. Go here. We wanted 5e. Level 1, party size 5, motif. Dead. Fine. Just don't want it to be that big. Could do a box maybe. I just want there to be a definitive beginning and end. For that. Metric. Sparse probably, or scattered. Try sparse. Let's... I don't want there to be dead ends. I don't like dead ends. I think they're boring. Oh, that's way too small. Okay, so we can go a little bit bigger than that. Oh no! I can't even remember what we did. Round? No, we did deep, right? I can't even remember anymore. Oh, look at that one. What peripheral egress is? Room size, medium. stairs. Yes. Let's see. Alright, let's try that. A little bit bigger. There's too many hallways. Way too many hallways. I don't like that. What the? I don't know what peripheral egress means. Oh. Okay. Small. Like that. And there's almost just like too many rooms. Oh, that's why. I wanted to make it a little bit smaller. Annoying. Hi, buddy. Just want like a couple. I don't want that many rooms. Stop. We want sparse rooms, I guess. Room size, maybe large. Move all dead ends. There we go. That's what I want. I don't want dead ends. Let's try that. Don't want anything too crazy. Yeah, see, this is more what I'm looking for. Bunch of bugs on the wall, and he keeps like staring at him. Okay, so they would come down. So this is up. So they're actually coming down, and they're gonna go. They would need to get here, so they would need to do. They need to go quite a ways. Care about that. Some wandering monsters, skeletons, ogre zombies. Skeletons, ogre zombies, okay. That's fine, I'm not too worried about that. Room 1, trapped an unlocked strong wooden door, which is the south entry, which is right here. So it is trapped, kind of trapped. A guillotine blade, DC 10 to find, DC 15 to enable. That's nasty. Inhabited goes into room 4, which is inhabited by 3 skeletons. Nothing too major in there. And then 4, they have a secret door. 4, DC 20 to find. A bookcase, concealed door. 3 skeletons. So there's not going to be much in this one. I almost want there to be a little bit more exciting monsters. It's kind of boring. I wonder if it's because I don't know if that means, I don't know if the dungeon level means the level of the party or the literal, you know, level. Because what does this do? Yeah, so this actually makes it a little bit more difficult. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so inhabited by a ghast and 2. Cool. It's not terrible. Get rid of this one. The spawn of Kaya's. Oh my god. Caius was a high priest of Orcus who plundered corpses of necropolises to create the first spawn of Caius, even centuries after Caius' death. His mad disciples continue performing these horrific rites he perfected. Plague worms. Distance and poor light, the spawn of Caius looks like an ordinary zombie. As it comes into clear view, one can see a score of green little worms crawling in and out. Worms jump onto nearby humanoids and bury into their flesh. Oh my god. I love this. Okay, yeah, this is more what we're looking for. And then we can remove or show any of these as we want. One of Caius would probably be tough, right? Yeah, it's a CR5. Oh, anyway, so room 1. So first they will, I mean, scythe blade right here. Nasty. Rooms. Room 1, a thunderstorm mine. Okay. 2, which is this. Another guillotine blade. There's a lot of those. And a wraith. I think 1 wraith will be fine. He has an eye star. And I can drop this damage if I need to. That's quite a bit of damage. Download this. Players map. Go download that. And what we also need is HTML. Buddy, don't come here. No, no, that. No. So what we need, I'm gonna actually get rid of this. being annoying. Bugs, okay, go on. Go on. Yeah. Thank you. Let's go. Copy this. There's an attachment. I don't know if that. Oh, that actually does work. Badass. That's cool that actually worked. Stop. Oops. I get that. That works. Okay. And then what we need to do is go to 20. We actually don't need this anymore. Upload. I wonder, yeah, let's see how this will work. I think what I might do is just create the encounter rooms. And just have this for me. I'm not used to doing dungeon crawls, so this is very new to me, I guess. So I'm thinking, I'm wondering if it should just be mostly, you know, theater of the mind. Let me look at something really quick. Wonder if we can maybe steal a dungeon. Does anybody know of any crypt-like dungeons? Haunting Portal is just a bunch of dungeons, right? I don't want it to be that big of a dungeon crawl. I mean, it is big because it's several days. But I don't want it to be a full-on dungeon crawl. I want it to be more... Well, I don't like being constrained, I guess, by a physical representation. Further on. Alright. After the fight at Carina Sarcophagus, depending on if Halifax is around, good. We're alive. Party will have to move deeper to the crypts. First level of the dungeon are aberrant hallways that have been uncared, abandoned, allowing undead creatures. There we go. Have this map essentially. What's going to be most exciting, and maybe I should ask the players what they're going to be more excited about, whether it's like a legit dungeon crawl, you know, hex by hex, or not, because essentially we can do that. I'll go back, actually can change style, right? Classic is the blue. That might be kind of cool. Maybe the sandstone looks more like a actual D&D map. Just look at all these others real quick. Yeah, I like the sandstone one. Let's try the... What's the other one that looked good? Infernal? No, maybe it was Infernal. Parchment. Good Parchment. I'm just trying to decide if I want the players to be able to, you know, see the map or not. Because I'd have to do dynamic lighting for all of this, which is just it's kind of a bitch to do with streaming, unfortunately. So room 1 has... Oh god. I don't want to do the cultists yet, because that's going to be deeper down. I have ideas already. Maybe that would be cool. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to use the map and essentially just create some rooms for the fight. And then I'll just have those specific battle maps. And then I can describe the hallways and shit as I need and as I want. So I think that's a good way to go about it. So I'm going to delete this and we're going to zoom out a little bit. So what we're going to do is this room. Let's do room 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I mean, we can just 7 by 7, so it's not a big room. Would be, we can make it a little bit bigger than that. 15 by 15. I'm wondering, do a shape. Draw a shape. I think I can. the center would be like right here, right? What I want to do is line, actually. Let's do polygon or line. 3, 4. Right. One, 2, 3. Like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 or 6. I don't think that's going to be exactly right. Worry about that. Just do the map as such. So it just needs to be like 7 by 7. So it's, I just do like, look at 8 by 8. 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 by 8. That's gonna be fine. Because in this room, again, it's a little bit bigger, but it's, don't need it to be that crazy. I can change the color of background, so we can make it like a gray. Lighter. Not that. Maybe darker. Sure. And then this room has a death lock and a couple cultists. We're not gonna do cultists though. Oh my god, I can spell. I like the art of that guy. These are, I'll have the roll 20 alpha around them. Those are pretty cool though. Just wondering if someone's made one. If not, we'll just make our own. I don't think I can paste in here. Oh, bummer. I'll have to save it. Unless I open image in a new tab and maybe try to drag it. Nope. Doesn't like when you do that. Okay. Let's go like kind of that teal green that is clothes are. Focus, I think is good enough for me. So, bloop. It's not that big. It's this big. Let's see. Deathlock is a CR4. So what we can do is we can make it a little bit more difficult. We can add some other undead guys in there. What are some of the wandering ones we have? Some skeletons, another Deathlock, Vampiric Mist, Ogre Zombie, Spawn of Caius. That will be somewhere. I want to use the Spawn of Caius somewhere. I think they're really cool. Oh, we can do some shadows. Shadows are 1/2. Just do these two. Let's do shadow. There you are. That's kind of a cool token. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be really nasty for fodder. Ooh, this is interesting. So he let's see. The forging of a pact between a warlock and a patron is of no minor occasion, at least not for the warlock. The consequences of breaking that pact can be dire, in some cases lethal. A warlock who fails to live up to a bargain with an evil patron runs risk of rising dead from the dead as a deadlock. A foul undead driven to serve its otherworldly patron from beyond the grave, an extraordinarily powerful necromancer might also discover the dark methods of creating a deathlock. An overpowering urge to consume the mind of a newly awakened deathlock. All goals and ambitions in life to please it. Okay. So it's goal. What would be a goal? Because I like creating these encounters to have story, right? There's a lot to learn in this mausoleum. It wants to get out. That's that I like that. I like that. Start of dungeon. So dungeon level 1. Room 1. Deathlock and Shadow. I'm thinking they are the same person. Servant of Hadar. It is trying to get out of its crypt to resume Hadar's work. Cool thing about this is if we go to Vedranis and right here, my list of great old ones, Hadar is on there, so it makes perfect sense to have Hadar be this, creature page, especially it has Arms of Hadar and Hunger of Hadar. Those are things he would probably be using, and we can add little things so people like the party will know, who this guy is or was. So his armor class is 12, and then his HP is 36. Cool. We should be able to see this. And I'm actually going to name it so they can see what it is. I am a big proponent of letting my players see that sort of stuff. I think it's super cool. So, and then we have the Shadow. Here. (12 and 16). Shadow of the Deathlock. It's kind of a cool little idea to play with. So what we can do is we can add some fun little stuff. Put a sarcophagus in here. Some urns, you know, it doesn't have to be too crazy. Okay, sarcophagus. It doesn't need to be that great, and I want it to be one of the broken ones. I use these so much. These are so great. I want it to be like, yeah, like one of these. Like this one. Oops. Right, so, I mean, it'll be, see it. No, so it could technically fit this guy in it. Like a map layer. And then I think we have urns. Yeah, we'll just line this with urns and shit. Come on. And we can put some of the urns, you know, around. Make it look a little fancy. So many urns. Put some jewels in a couple of them or something. Come on. EM layer. As will be for now. Back up some of the bigger ones. I'm trying to think of what else could be in here. We can do some of those broken pillars, maybe. I think that might be kind of cool. Some rubble. Back. Map layer. Go on the map layer for now. Just to add a little, you know, little life to this. We do have braziers, but I want it to be like old, yeah. I like the little bit of uniqueness, and then we need a door. Guess we don't need. I mean, that should be fine. It's going to be a close quarters fight. It's going to be. What we can do is maybe put some, like a curse or something on one of these urns. We could take one of these secrets. I don't know where it went. Did it, oh, I think they got removed. But we can add a. We'll figure it out. So, okay, there's Deathlock encounter. Cool. Gonna gonna change the music up a little bit. Listen to that for quite a while. Okay. This anymore, do I delete this one? Off of it. Okay, so what we'll do, here's my map. So I need to build 2 more encounters. Maybe. There's a wraith in here. Room 3 has an ogre zombie and a bunch of zombies. Room 2 has vampiric missing. Cool. Okay, so we just need to hurry and make 3 more dungeon rooms essentially for this level, and then I don't think the party's gonna get all the way through that, because I start here, you know, I think potentially 4 encounters, and I can kind of guide them along this way. Would be pretty substantial. We could add a secret sentinel sanctuary down here too. I think that'd be a good idea. So let's see. Yeah, let's do. Honestly, we can even just do 2 of them. I don't need to do all 3. Like, we don't, you know. They'd be going here first. So this is the catacomb that we made. This is our other encounter, deathlock encounter. Do this big room. Well, let's see. I don't want. I'm gonna skip room 3. It doesn't make sense to have it. Fine. Oop. Oh. We'll draw a shape. Wrong one. Not that. I thought it was Alt to do that. There we go. So it needs to be 9 by 9. But we'll need to be a tad smaller. I can't select it now. Probably smaller. Fine. It doesn't need to be exact. There we go. So what I would need to do, I'm trying to think, I can actually size the room down, like, in 15 by 15. Bring it here. Or just has a wraith. I wonder if we can put maybe some specters there as well. So Wraith, specter. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of this probably off stream. I want to get to a couple other things first. That's done. That's done. We can just kind of gloss over the we did that already. Prep a few encounters for dungeon. Ongoing. I just want to look at the great old ones really quick. So I have a bunch of great old ones. Some of them are my creation, some of them are not, some of them are combinations. So where I'm getting these from is on my maladies. So when you die in Vedranis, you are given the choice to come back as you're given the choice to come back as the great old ones of Vedranis or of the world, hold sway over life and death, at least in Vedranis, so they can, before you get to the gods or wherever you get to, you're going to get encountered by the great old ones. And if you accept coming back, you will get one of these maladies, which is similar to the warp touch disease that's going on in that some of the players have. So essentially, a lot of the great old ones I have are from this. So like the Beholder, the Mother, the Serpent, the Combiner, the Weaver, the Seeker, the Formless, the Meddler, the Ooze Mother, Felbow, the Warped One, Adar, Epicurus, Endar, Gurgatar, Morgathua, however you say its name, and then the Sympathetic One. Ketterthen is my own creation, but there is the Leviathan on here, I'm pretty sure. Unless I gave it that name. Yeah, the Leviathan's favor. The character feels an ancient presence distort their mind, and they gain an indefinite madness. However, their fingers, web, and gills form of the neck. They cannot breathe underwater and have a swim speed of 40 feet. So that's Ketterthen. So that's kind of my Cthulhu, Zothamog inspiration. So that's Ketterthen. That's Calder's patron. The Rook is not quite a great old one, kind of a minor great old one. It's a giant crow. This is who the Kyrogen worship. Kyrogen, or Sigismund and the Kyrogen. Mainly Sigismund. Worship. Yeah, and then obviously we have Adar, which is a star more than it's like a black hole star, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So just some stuff to keep in mind as I'm going forward in this campaign, because that's going to come up. I'm trying to think of how to do the dynamic lighting. Sure, if I copy paste this and do this, put it over exactly. Does that work? That though. Let's go to the dynamic lighting. I'll just make this okay. So what I would need to do is turn on dynamic lighting. So let's see if it works. Water on here. Dynamic lighting, vision on. night vision on. He's got like 120 feet or something, so he should be able to see that. That works for Vaughter, which is great. I actually don't need to like do any of the dynamic lighting. I just need to, because the room will be lit up technically. I'm not gonna deal with darkness. I think it doesn't right now. It's not really doing anything for me. This is just to make a circular room essentially, but they should all be able to see in here just fine. I'll put like braziers or something in here. Put them, where would they be coming? Depend. No, they'd be coming from the bottom, so they'd be all like down here. And then we can do a wraith. I thought I had a wraith token. Let me see if I have one. I might have one. I have so many fucking tokens and art pictures on here. It's just... cut and paste this guy in here, and then we will back here. You are on. Oh, hello, ACN. Good to see you. Oh God, he's. Wait, where's my? Oh, I put them on the. God damn it! Y'all need to go on the token link. Bam. You're not that big. You're kind of a little guy. That's fine. Wraiths have 13 and 67. 67. So we should be able to see this. I don't know the story of the Wraith at the moment. But there we go. Let's put some braziers in here. Essentially, these will be producing light. Kind of a little bit of an arena, but that's okay. All the enemies must be gargantuan, right? Oh my God, go away. Oh, I just had an idea. What if this is an oubliette? In a way. Oh, fuck yeah, because I think wraiths can... Incorporeal movement? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Was a either the sarcophagus, because where are you? Up. This like a cell. What if this is sitting in the center? And this guy was put in here. It's not just a crypt, it's a fucking oubliette, essentially. Oh, yes. Hell yeah, bud. Okay. I like that. That's kind of cool. I don't think we need much more in here. Because that's all it's supposed to be. Think about a door. Double doors. Ah! We'll make that like this. Blam. Blam. Map layer. There you go. There's the oubliette. We will rename this Wraith Oubliette. So we've got 3 encounters prepped and ready for Thursday. And that's not even all of them. Because we still have one more room. So that's this room right here. We did this room. Which is super interesting, by the way. We could always switch them around. This is just kind of the basic idea. Vampiric Mist and Ghouls. Let's look at Vampiric Mist. In a loose manner of speaking, the vampiric mist is the embodiment of a vampire's hunger for blood. It exists only to seek out creatures and drain life from them. Its insubstantial nature enables it to pursue prey through the tiniest of openings. When first encountered, a vampiric mist appears as a billowing mass of light clouds. As the creature feeds, its coloration darkens to a deep crimson. In the Temple of Blood inside the Doom Vault and Thay, several clouds of vampiric mist appear and then attempt to engulf any who don't escape the place quickly. Okay. I like this. CR3. How many of these can we send at our players? It's send 2? Like, what if the vampiric mists are like stalking the players once they get into this part of the crypt? Hell yeah. Let's add that to room 2, the oubliette. There is a wraith in this room that was long ago prison. In is two-ish of these mists are stalking the party and will attack at the most opportune. Okay, for the wraith for a minute. Let me go. Its mere presence, leave the world nearby plots blackened and withered animals flee from its presence. Even small fires can be extinguished by this. Ooh. What if they come in here and awaken, and then I turn off people's dark vision? I don't think it's going to affect that many people because there's not much. I mean, it's not that big of a room, so. I'm down for it though. Because I think the only one who doesn't have dark vision, I think are I think Nock and Wisp do not. But I think Wisp can give us herself dark vision. I can't remember exactly. But it's something like that, I think. So this is pretty nasty. So life drain, plus 6 to hit, 48 plus 3 necrotic damage. The target must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, or its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken. This reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest. If the target dies of this effect, reduces its hit point maximum to 0. 48 plus 3 is nasty. It should have the average, actually. 21. Yikers, dude. How much? Nasty. That's the average is 20. Everybody's HP at, though. I think everybody's got decent HP. They just don't want to get hit by this thing. 35, 43, 41. I can't believe Wisp has more. Oh, Wisp has a 20 in con, that's why. Wisp has more HP than Nock. Bodder could get wrecked by this thing. But yeah. Damn. It's just like a Dementor. Just sucking the life out of people. Dementors suck the happiness out of people. Difference. They're resistant to damage. So they're going to take less than that. This is a nasty room for them to get into. I dare say I'm going to make it locked. Maybe. Because it's a secret. Secret. See that S right there? That means secret. North entry number 1. Which is right here. But how would they get it? Isn't there a... Oh, there's a secret right here, right? No, this is a dead end. How the fuck do they get in here? They just have to find that secret room and be like... Oh. Leads to room 1. One-way door. East entry. I need the south entry. Secret. DC 20 find. Locked bone door. DC 15 to open. DC 20 to break. 20 HP. That's badass. A faded and torn tapestry hangs from the south wall. Briny odor fills the room. 50 electrum? How much is electrum? That's like 100 gold. Isn't it? Or is it 25 gold? Electrum's like worthless. Just FYI. But yeah, that's cool. Okay. Goodness. Yeah, so wandering monsters. Yeah, wielding bizarre eldritch powers. The vampiric mist is. I do want the spawn of Caius somewhere in here. So yeah, what I might do is I'll roll randomly for these encounters, but I think this mist will be doing that. I like it. I like it. So we also want a spawn of Caius. Roaming around. Mad and confused. Is that what it said? Consumed by disease and madness. Kudos to anyone who has. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I've never used it either. I don't see it. I feel like just give them the gold. You know, give them the gold. Give them the silver. But anyway, yeah, does this take me to the right thing yet? No, it doesn't. It takes me to the old one. So I need to close that. I need to download the HTML page for this one. And then add it. Yoink. That's so cool that you can do that. So here's our embed link. Here's our picture of the map. I dare say, what's this last room? Room 2, which is the last room to get, you know, to here. Weird alien symbols. I like this. This is gonna, these weird alien symbols are gonna be, so I'll get to that in a second. I mean, at most, platinum. I've used platinum, or I've seen people use platinum. Yeah, that's where the vampiric misanthrope are in this. So my thought is, so right here, leading down farther, we're gonna get into some cult stuff, which I'm super excited for. Alien writing towards exit. This is the writing of what we need to do is come up here. What is it? Guitar's legs. So Karina Licht now worships Guitar. So I don't know if there's anything on Guitar. We might have to create something. Guitar. Nothing. All hail cult RP. Should we input a wily wild character as the cult leader? Oh. Well. Look who we have. Someone's meddling something shouldn't. Oh, we could. The temperature is cold. We could implement temperature into this session if we like. It's not something we've done. We can try it. Conditions, okay. Particularly wily off his rocker. Yeah, we'll create some sort of cool creature for Wily to be. What I need to do. Is everybody appropriately? Yeah. Yeah. And then Vodder should be a little bit worse for wear. And so should Wisp, I think. Yeah. So. I want to go to my Pinterest real quick. I want to find some great old one. art that we can use for Gurgatar. Great old one. So this is, you know, so Gurgatar, if we're looking at the, you know, Gurgatar, if we go up to our thing here, Gurgatar's legs, so spider legs. So what I'm thinking is some sort of spider, right? I wonder if we can great old one spider question mark. Ooh. Oh. This looks like an actual, yeah, Atlaknach. This is, yeah, this is a Lovecraft. Yeah. Well, we can change it. We can kind of change it to what we want. I like that though. We're gonna save that. So Gurgatar is this kind of humanoid. Spider thing guy, you know. There's Cthulhu. Let's see what we. Yeah, we'll get some for this guy. I love it though. I love it. What we're gonna do? Can I borrow this, please? There's my inspiration. Inspiration. Cool. All right. Well. So let me look at the languages really quick. Good old Cthulhu. Yeah, so we don't have Cthulhu in Vedranis. The closest thing we have to Cthulhu is Ketterthen. So this is Calder's patron, based off of Zothamog, which is this guy, and Cthulhu. So it's kind of a mixture. So yeah, that's Ketterthen. And then we have the Rook, which is a great old one that the Kyrogen and Sigismund worship. So pretty cool stuff. Like I said, I don't want to rip completely off of Lovecraft, whatnot, but I do like taking thoughts and inspirations from it. So let me go to my Twitter really quick, because I found a really cool picture that I want to show you that inspires me. So this guy right here, let me find my webcam. So this is obviously the great owl from The Secret of Nim. Someone did this art, and so this is kind of how I picture the Rook. Is like some more giant type creature, corvid type of guy. So that's some of the inspiration I have for that. I'm not going to copy and paste that onto my OneNote, but yeah, that's kind of my thought on that. Languages. I don't know. I don't know what languages there are. Like, no, this is not what I wanted. I want languages in general. Because I don't know if it should all be deep speech for all the great old ones. I've kind of implied that it might be, but I don't want to do all of it, I guess. Oh, here we go. But either. I just need a list of not races, languages. D&D 5e languages. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, Human. Oh, that's not right. Exotic languages, Abyssal, which is Demon, Celestial, Deep Speech, Aboleth, Cloakers, Primordial. I'm thinking Undercommon. I'm thinking maybe it's all in Undercommon. I like that. And is written in Undercommon. What does it say? What does the writing say to anyone who speaks Undercommon? Which one of my players speaks Undercommon? Alder might. Language is common in Elvish. Wisp would be able to understand it. So Wisp would be able to understand it, which is cool. Getting Wisp kind of involved in this would be cool too. So we need something creepy that this writing says. Some sort of culty thing. I should be able to come up with this very easily, I feel like. Note to self, do something about how the cam clips the page. Where? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I found a clip from last week that something Nox says and it makes me laugh. Or what, it's more not what Nox said, it's what Derek said. I'll pull it up here as I go watch it because it's hilarious. It just makes me giggle. Let me just find it right now. I'm just gonna find it right now. No big deal. Blah blah. Video. Whoops, Daisy. Let's pause our music. Yoink. And then we'll go here.
Is anybody looking? Is anyone from our party looking at Kimura at the moment?
I would definitely look up at Kimura.
Yeah. When I
When
know,
you look up...
I know Nock wouldn't.
I ain't paying attention to that bird. Yeah, I am, man. Bird lady.
Okay, in the wise words of Bobby Johnson, you fucking should be.
I love Derek so much.
At the moment.
I love Derek so much. I love everybody.
Yeah. When I
When
know,
you look up...
I know Nock wouldn't.
I ain't paying attention to that bird. Yeah, I am, man.
I ain't paying attention to that bird. Yeah. Love it. I think he's Derek. Derek is just a joy. We are the word. We are the word. Through our great deity word, we. Yeah. Verbs. We are the legs that carry his burdens. We are the legs that lift him up. We are the legs that carry his burdens. We are the legs that lift him up. Guitar. Is that how you spell it? I don't even know how to spell my own. Gurgotar. Gurgotar's faces watch us. You made a list. Uh-oh. We are the legs that carry his burdens. We are the legs that lift him up. Where's feet? For some reason, creepy text stuff reminded me of a poem I wrote back in high school. This might be embarrassing if I could find it. Oh my god. Here are the legs that carry the burden. So we are the legs that carry his burdens. We are the legs that lift him up. Gurgotar's faces watch us. Through his web, we find our peace. How's that sound? I can revise it later too. I kind of like that because it kind of implies that he's spider-like. Oh god. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Capturing the gaze that trap you. The goal next up. Penniless and in love. Ooh. The first two lines are what you're thinking of. Here comes the still walkers. Long legs, long gait, long arms. Yeah, that's interesting. I like that a lot. 2013 at 12 a.m. Love it. Okay, yeah, I think that's really solid. Honestly, I don't think we'll get much farther than that. Honestly, we've prepped a lot. That's a lot for today. I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked for this. This is probably one of my favorite arcs that we've been going through. I've said it time and time again. I am so excited for this little thing we've got going here. So we've got quite a bit planned. We got 3 encounters, some wandering monsters, the next part of the dungeon, the Alhoon. We've got all of that business. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you guys aren't following and you enjoyed, make sure you follow. And if you want to see all this stuff in action, come hang out with us on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Lost City of Vedranis. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.